Silicon Valley Bank is founded in 1983. SVB is a prominent financial institution with its headquarters located in Santa Clara, California. From a management perspective, failure to communicate risk, poor risk management, and compensation structures contribute to the collapse of a financial institution. The collapse of SVB also exposed weaknesses system in banking, raising concerns about governance, oversight, and risk management methods. The problems in Silicon Valley Bank include failure to communicate risk, poor risk management, and compensation structures. The first one is failure to communicate risk. One of the most glaring failures in SVB's communication strategy was its messaging surrounding the bank's need to raise capital. On March 8, SVB announced its intention to raise $2.25 billion by selling $21 billion in securities at a loss of approximately $1.8 billion. The second one is poor risk management. Interest rate risk and liquidity risk are identified as the main causes of the bank's unanticipated bankruptcy. SVB's issues were getting worse by what appeared to be lack of board and risk team oversight of risk management. The last one is compensation structure. For Silicon Valley Bank, these agency issues could have meant that leadership prioritized short-term profitability over addressing risks, such as liquidity mismatches, concentrated asset portfolios, or regulatory compliance. Solution to handle the problem is Silicon Valley Bank should strengthen its risk management frameworks and implement true risk assessment procedures to track exposure to interest rate fluctuation and other macroeconomic factors to address the agency problem it faces, which is the poor risk management problem. The second one is corporation should enhance control and oversight to address the risk management issue that Silicon Valley Bank is facing. The last one is companies should conduct regular stakeholder briefings to address the failure to communicate risk. So the conclusion is the fall of Silicon Valley Bank shows the implications of such tensions, emphasizing the critical need for effective solutions to avert future disaster. By resolving agency issues, organizations can improve the alignment of management decisions and stakeholders' aspirations, establishing a culture of accountability, trust, and sustainability.
Astro Malaysia Holdings Berhad, founded in 1996, is a leading media and entertainment company in Malaysia. Initially launched as a digital satellite television service, Astro has expanded to serve approximately 5.7 million homes, representing 72% of Malaysian TV households. The company offers a variety of services including pay TV, radio broadcasting, and digital content through platforms like Astro Go and Enjoy. Astro, recognized for its commitment to sustainability and content creation, making it a dominant player in the Malaysian media landscape. Telekom Malaysia Berhad, known as TM, is a prominent Malaysian telecommunication company established in 1987 from the former Telecommunication Department of Malaysia. The company has evolved into the largest provider of broadband, data, fixed line, and pay television services in the country. TM's history dates back to 1946 when the Telecommunication Department of Malaya was formed. It introduced significant innovations including subscriber trunk dialing in 1962 and the first international satellite earth station in 1970. In 1990, TM was listed on Bursa Malaysia and rebranded in 2005 to enhance its market representation.
So, for the calculation of two companies that we have made, which is Telekom Malaysia and Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad. So, the calculation of the profitability margin, which is net profit margin, the formula is net profit over revenue multiply 100. So for Telekom Malaysia, we get for 6.70%, while Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad, we get 8.45%. So next, the gross profit margin. The formula is gross profit over revenue multiply 100, and we get for Telekom Malaysia is 12.53%, while Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad, we get for 35.5%. So next, for the operating profit margin, the formula is operating profit over sales multiply 100, and for Telekom Malaysia, we get for 11.37%, while Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad, we get for 23.1%. So the last one, we have calculate the return on equity, which is the formula is net income over average shareholder equity multiply 100, and the Telekom Malaysia, we get for 8.5%, and Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad, we get for 7.06%. So overall of the calculation, we can see that Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad is more profit than Telekom Malaysia.
For profitability ratio, Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad is more wealthier compared to Telekom Malaysia. For net profit margin, Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad has a significantly higher margin, which is 8.45% compared to Telekom Malaysia that is only 6.70%. Astro Malaysia may have better control over its operation and administrative expenses, resulting in lower costs relative to revenue. This is the cause of why Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad has higher net profit margin. The gross profit margin also shows Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad more massive than Telekom Malaysia, which is 35.5% for Astro Malaysia and 12.53% for Telekom Malaysia. Astro Malaysia operates primarily in the media and broadcasting sector, where revenue is driven by subscription, advertising and content license, while Telekom Malaysia revenue comes mainly only from telecommunication services, which involve heavy infrastructure, maintenance and service delivery costs. So, other than that, Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad again leads Telekom Malaysia by a large margin, demonstrating better operational efficiency for operating profit margin. For RPM, Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad is 23.1% higher than Telekom Malaysia at only 11.3%. Lastly, its return on equity for Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad is lower than Telekom Malaysia, which is Astro Malaysia 7.06% and 8.5% for Telekom Malaysia. Based on the profitability ratios, Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad demonstrates better performance compared to Telekom Malaysia. Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad net profit margin is higher than converts a larger portion of its revenue. Gross profit margin for Astro Malaysia Berhad significantly higher, approaching 35%, while Telekom Malaysia remains below 20%. Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad has lower direct costs relative to its revenue. However, Telekom Malaysia has a higher return on equity, which shows its ability to generate returns on shareholders' equity more effectively. In conclusion, Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad has a strong performance across the profitability metrics and its position as the better performing company overall.
So due to financial performance, both companies, Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad and Telekom Malaysia, need to take steps to improve their companies. So there are few solutions and way for the improvement. Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad could concentrate on a few tactics or solutions when it comes to enhance their financial performance in 2019, such as first, aggressively developing their streaming platform, optimizing content strategy with more localized and niche offerings, and also diversifying revenue streams beyond the subscription fees. First, Astro must invest in the creation of a strong streaming platform in order to sustain performance in a time where digital consumption is quickly surpassing that of traditional television. Also, this business must guarantee that its platform provides seamless and simple user experience with a quick load times. By being so accessible on a variety of platforms, including smartphones, tablet and smart TVs, it will reach a wider audience and appeal to a younger technology-savvy audience. Next, the second one is content has always served as the core of Astro's value proposition by focusing on localized and specialized content. The company may reach a diverse audience in Malaysia. Local programming such as Malay, Tamil and Mandarin will strike a deep chord with the audience, building like a stronger emotional connections and a viewer loyalty. At the same time, this digitization has the potential to bring disparate nations together. This strategy also be consistent with the cultural preference the global competitor like Netflix may overlook. Furthermore, due to the content has always served as the core of Astro's value proposition, specialty services that cater to certain hobbies such as cooking shows, travel series or specialist sports coverage can reach smaller but more engaged audience. Using data analytics to discover developing trends and audience preference would allow Astro to better modify its content library. Working with a local filmmaker and creators also exists develop high quality, cost-effective content while benefiting the local entertainment economy. This strategy is actually highly effective for all audience regardless of age. Astro reliance on a subscription fees is actually put the company at risk in a competitive climate. To avoid numerous concerns that may distract clients, diversifying revenue streams will provide financial stability and growth chances. Also, advertising revenue has an enormous untapped potential, particularly with the rise of targeted advertising. Astro's vast audience data allows marketers to target specific groups with tailored messages, boosting and effectiveness revenue. Okay, next let's move to the second company, which is Telekom Malaysia. So this telecommunication industry quickly changed in 2019, and Telekom Malaysia must contend with rising customer demand for fast internet, fierce competition and expanding desire for enterprise-level digital solutions. TM may concentrate for a few strategies or tactics like rapidly growing its high-speed broadband offerings, particularly in undeserved areas, and further developing its enterprise-grade digital solutions in order to boost its financial performance. One of the Telekom Malaysia's most effective strategies is to aggressively expand its high-speed broadband network into undeserved and rural places. Malaysia's digital divide, which creates a large disparity in internet availability between urban and rural areas, promises a massive untapped market for Toyota. By investing in infrastructure to provide dependable and inexpensive internet services to this area, Telekom Malaysia may generate new revenue while also contributing into nation's digital inclusion objective. Any company looking to boost its financial performance and must prioritize cost optimization, and Telekom Malaysia is no exception. By simplifying its process on cutting back to wasteful spending, Telekom Malaysia may boost profitability significantly without sacrificing service quality. Using digital tools and automation to increase operational efficiency is one such tactic. For instance, using self-service portals and chatbots driven by AI might lessen the need for manual customer assistance procedures, which will save operating costs. Not only that, Telekom Malaysia's network infrastructure can have less downtime and repair expenses thanks to predictive maintenance that use data analytics, improving service reliability while saving money.